first choice car wash.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Watertown Arrows are going to do it today.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome live to Harrisburg High School. My name is Ryan Neal as Watertown Arrows girls basketball is on the air here down in Harrisburg. For those of you listening back at home thinking, Ryan, what are you doing down in Sioux Falls area? Well, that's because our partner and colleague, Mr. Todd Anderson, decided to take some vacation, so I got called Plan B here tonight to come down here, make the trip, and be able to cover this regular season finale between our Watertown Arrows and the Harisburg Tigers. Senior night, our sophomore game just got completed here. Looks like they got 22 minutes on the clock. Will be about perfect for us as they have a little honor the Harrisburg seniors in there. I'm assuming, I believe it is their last regular season home game. I think their coach mentioned they have one more on the slate here as a makeup game later in the week as that one snowstorm. Yeah, they are at Brandon Valley on Saturday. So they have one more. This is it, though, for your Watertown Arrows. So important one just to continue to ride the high from the Arrows. I mean, I haven't ran a lot of numbers myself, but I know Coach Rohde has. You have to think our Watertown Arrows are going to be sitting right around that 12 seed. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of movement when it comes to PowerPoint standings, and you'll hear Coach Rohde comment on that in our pregame show here. So, but anyway, want our Arrows to keep winning basketball games. Winners of 4 in a row, and we're going to look at to make it 5 here tonight as we'll be back on our Culligan pregame show, and we'll hear from the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Chad Rohde, and we'll also hear from the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers next when we return here to the Harrisburg High School gym, and we'll listen to Coach Nick Meyer of the Harrisburg Tigers. You're listening to Watertown Arrows girls basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Today on Hey Culligan Smart Home, Smarter Water Softener, here's Kevin.
Hey Culligan, can a smart water softener lift those heavy salt bags for me?
Kevin, it can.
Wait, it can?
Yep, the smart high-efficiency water softener from Culligan can alert your dealer when the salt needs to be replaced, and they'll do it for you, so your water stays soft and you stay away from lifting the bags.
I mean, I could lift them if I wanted.
No judgment here, Kevin. We're happy to do it, and we're already on the way.
I'm Jason Hansen, your local Culligan man. Call us at 605-886-4830, and we'll be on the way.
And welcome back to the Watertown Arrow Basketball pregame show brought to you by Culligan. Time for some more coaches' comments brought to you by Midwest Medical. At this time, we'll welcome in the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers, Mr. Nick Meyer. And Nick, thank you so much for joining me here this afternoon before tonight's game.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, Nick. You guys have one more game to go after tonight in the regular season. Kind of looks like in the schedule here, kind of some ups and downs. Good start here, kind of a little struggled here lately. What's your overall viewpoint, kind of paint us a picture, is like the word I like to use, of how you felt your team has competed this year going with these last 2 regular season games?
I think being 11-7 where we're at right now is really commendable. Our kids, we kind of started out, we had some tough road games right away against some out-of-state opponents. I thought our kids competed really well there. Then we got back home and we won 3 in a row, lost 1, won 3 in a row, lost a couple. As of late in the last 6 games we've lost 2, or we lost 4, won 2. And just kind of looking at that in terms of just the strength of that schedule in 6 games in 10 days, I thought our kids competed really well. Obviously we want to win the majority of those games, but we're in them. We're in those games. With the exception of, with OG beating us by 13 or something like that, we're right there down to the wire. And we just, kind of got to continue to learn how to close out games, and hopefully by the time that we're ready for our SODAC game, we're there. But like I said, I thought our kids competed well, came to practice, and we're ready to go. Those next days, we didn't get very many practice times in there with 6 games in 10 days. So I thought our kids were locked in and ready to roll. And credit to those other teams that came in and got W's. They played well, and they just had it that day, and maybe we didn't at certain points. So I think we need to learn so much more from losses than we do from wins. I think we do that no matter what. And And that's part of the process in talking to our kids, is that we want to be the best version of ourselves by the time the SODAC comes around, and we're going through some tough things to get us to that point. And that's part of the deal, and that's how you get better. So.
Well, I mean, probably commendable. I mean, only losing to O'Gorman by 13 points, that's a heck of a lot better than what they've done to a lot of other teams in the state this year. So,
yeah,
so that is, you are playing better there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That was a defensive struggle there with that one. Low scoring. Defensive battle.
And let's talk about your team a little bit. You know, who are some kind of your key contributors for our viewers back here in Watertown, and for myself on the call tonight? Some names that we're going to hear, or that I'll say on the radio, so our fans back in Watertown get to know, hey, that's who Coach Meyer was talking about.
You know, we had 3 returning starters from last year's team, Abby Flanagan, Jaylee Hofer, and Sadie Merman. And those 3 are in the top 4 in terms of our scoring. We look to those 3 to do a lot of that for us, and, provide the veteran leadership. Even though Sadie's only a sophomore, we still look for veteran leadership from her. Our other 2 starters, Kinley Lawrenson and Addie Wagner, both got a lot of time last year. And, in terms of Kinley, she's in our top 4 in terms of leading scores. She's right around 10 points a game for us. So, we're kind of spreading it around in terms of scoring. Abby leads us with I think 11 points a game, but doing a nice job there distributing the basketball, I think, to each other. And Addie Wagner does a really good job defensively for us and has hit some key baskets down the stretch. We'll bring some kids off the bench. Leslie Young-Setzer, freshman for us, 6'1" freshman, doing a nice job this year. Bryn Van Bakker comes off the bench. Lindsay Worth, a senior, will do that as well. And, those are the kids that have done it really nice. And we've got 11, and obviously with our 11, our practices have been great. And, we expect those kids to come out and be ready to go tonight against a really tough opponent in Watertown.
Well, let's talk about that opponent, Coach, and turn our attention to tonight's game. Obviously a lot of the season has been played here. A lot of film here has been shared and out and about. What do you know about the Arrows going into tonight's matchup that have won 4 in a row here of late? But what do you know about them that may cause some problems, or some places that you might have an advantage? What's your thoughts on tonight's game, your opponent?
Well, I know their record isn't indicative of how good they are. They, like you said, they won 4 straight, and they're a really good basketball team, and we've got to be ready to go to handle the athleticism that they bring. We know that they'll play multiple defenses, and they do that really well. They mix it up so they keep you on your toes on our offensive end. On our defensive end, they run a lot of really nice actions. They get a lot of really good 3-point shots. And they can knock them down, and we're going to have to really contest those, and we're going to have to keep them off the offensive glass. That's a big thing for us tonight. If Watertown's able to get offensive rebounds, they can either go back up and score because they're athletic enough to be able to do that, or they can kick out to the open 3-point shooters who are ready for that kick out. So we're going to have to be able to really limit that on the defensive end and be ready to play right from the jump tonight.
All right, Coach, last thing here real quick for you. Kind of a key to the game, something that's really important to you and your coaching staff that's you feel gives you an advantage. Or, hey, we did this tonight really well. That's why we won an Arrow and defeated the Watertown Arrows tonight.
We have got to win the rebounding battle on both ends of the floor. We want offensive rebound like they do, so we've got to obviously do that on our end, but we have got to keep them off the offensive glass. And make sure that if they do get an offensive rebound, we're keeping them off the foul line and we're contesting any open shots.
That's the head coach of the Harisburg Tigers, Mr. Nick Meyer. Mick, thank you so much for joining me once again on our pregame show. Best of luck this evening, and best of luck the rest of the way. Appreciate your time.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me.
We'll take a 30-second time out, and we'll be back with the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Chad Brody. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM, KWAT.
Midwest Medical believes that independence starts at home. This is Paul, and we are your local C-Act provider, which means we can offer accessibility solutions by modifying your home to meet your needs. We can increase the use, safety, and comfort of your home, all while increasing your independence. Midwest Medical offers assistive equipment like stair lifts, barrier-free showers, walk-in tubs, ramps, overhead lifts, and more. Call us at 882-4210 and let us help you stay in your home longer.
Midwest Medical. the name to know in home care.
Back to the Watertown Arrow Basketball pregame show, brought to you by Culligan. Time for some more coaches' comments, brought to you by Midwest Medical. And we'll welcome in the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Chad Brody. Chad, good morning to you as always, and thanks for joining us here on game day.
You bet. Good morning.
All right, Chad, let's revisit here. Just 2 nights ago, you have the Yankton Gazelles into Watertown, a couple of 42-32 victory. Once again, led by, I would say, your defensive efforts, helping us ride a 4-game win streak here into tonight's action. Just give us your thoughts on Tuesday night's action for our our viewers that didn't get your comments after the game on Tuesday.
Well, we continue to play pretty well defensively. We struggled a little bit offensively. And, I think the girls just played a little tight. They were, last home game for the seniors. And I just thought we played a little tight. And if we can kind of play a little bit more loose and have a lot more fun here tonight, it should be a different story. But as always, our defense is just continuing to keep us in games, and we'll continue to hopefully do that.
Chad, we've mentioned here just the other night here today that we got this 4-game win streak. We've been playing really well. We're at the end of the season, last regular season game here. How different has this team came from December 8th to where we are here on February 22nd and making these strides to find some winning ways and playing better here when it counts the most?
I think mostly it's just, the girls have bought in and they understand what it takes to play some defense and play the way we need to play, and that'll hopefully create some offensive opportunities, But the biggest thing is the leaders on the floor, whether they're juniors or sophomores or seniors or whatever it might be. I think kids have just bought in and they realize that, we're a better team than what our record is showing. And we're certainly a team that hopefully can get something accomplished here in the postseason play.
If you talk about, that better team here and aspect of it, early in the season, we lost a lot of tough games, right? That felt, could have went either way. But over the course of the season, especially here of late, it seems like they've been able to fight off those emotions and be able to corral and find their way to a victory. Were those early season, say setbacks, I'll use the word, help you get into position to close games out here at the end of the year, get those girls into a position where they feel a little bit more comfortable?
It certainly helps. I know those games are frustrating because, you always feel like you have those games right at your fingertips and then they just kind of slip away and you don't come away with the victory. And those games are kind of bitter and you don't want to live in the past and you want to be able to move on. And I think the girls use them as a good opportunity to learn. And I think it's paid off. And down the stretch here, we got these games that have been, we've had some close games. I mean, even the game against Yankton, it was a close game in the third quarter. And we just continued to battle and pull away and kind of secure the victory. And it's what it's going to take. I mean, these girls believe that we belong in any game that we play. And they have a goal to try to prove it. So, it's one of those deals where, playing your best basketball at the end of the season is a wonderful thing. And our opponents that we have left, Harisburg tonight, and then who knows what's going to happen here in Sodak. I played a bunch of different scenarios, and there's a lot of ways it could fall as far as who we play. But all we know is that the teams we have left are good quality teams, and it's going to take a battle, and it's going to take a good effort from these girls to pull this off, and I think they're ready for it.
And let's talk about one of those teams here quickly. Is your opponent here, the Harisburg Tigers? Obviously, at this point, you have idea, you filmed, you've seen the records, the common opponents. What do you know about Harisburg tonight, and could create some problems or maybe some advantages for you going into tonight's matchup?
Well, they've got a lot of pieces to the puzzle at every position. I mean, they've got solid players from point guard all the way to their post player. It's, everyone can shoot, everyone can penetrate. And I think Harisburg is very successful because they're able to penetrate and break down the defense. And our defense has to then help stop the ball. And Harisburg does a wonderful job of always finding that open Earl. So that was our focus. We only had one day to prepare. That was our focus yesterday as we go into it. The biggest thing is our defense has to be pretty stout tonight to keep them out of the paint, keep them out of the lane, and kind of control our own. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a battle, and I like I said, I think the girls are ready for the challenge and see where we can end up.
Well, Chad, we'll leave it on that note here. You kind of touched on the key to the game there in that last answer. So best of luck this evening. Thanks as always for joining me, and we'll look forward to talking with you after the game.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
That's the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Chad Brody. You're listening to Watertown Arrow Girls Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. We'll be back in 30 seconds with your starting lineups.
Great buys this week at Hy-Vee in Watertown. Hy-Vee pasta, 88 cents. Basket and bushel mandarins, 3-pound bag, $3.88. Coke 12-pack cans or 8-pack bottles, buy 2, get 2 free. Farmland bacon, $3.98. Whole Hormel boneless pork loin, $1.88 a pound.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Just like the Arrows, we at Active Heating are always pushing to be the best and improve every day. Through hard work and dedication, you can achieve greatness. Thank you to all the coaches, teachers, administrators, and parents for supporting leadership and teamwork through high school athletics. Go Arrows!
For all your heating and air conditioning needs, you can call Active Heating at 882-2663. 882-2663.
And welcome back live to the I keep saying Huron. That's where I was on Friday. This is Harisburg High School. As your Watertown Arrows are getting set for their final regular season finale. And they'll be playing this Harisburg Tiger squad here this evening that has lost 4 of their last 5, I believe, if I looked at their schedule correctly. And you heard Coach Meyer talk about that. A lot of games and a lot of days for them. And actually 3 of their last 4 of their last 6 they have lost. So they've kind of fell back to the pack when it comes to the ranking standpoint, and both coaches understand where they're at here in this final week of regular season action here, and looking forward to SODAC 16 action next week. We got a few extra minutes here on our pregame show brought to you by Culligan, as we did have the senior night here. So let's go ahead and just look at the schedules here a little bit more in detail. Harisburg, has our game here tonight, and they will go over a couple miles here on Saturday and finish up with an afternoon contest at Brandon Valley. And realistically, everybody likes talking about it. I know I do. Coaches may try to look at it and distract players. It doesn't matter who we play SODAC 16, but in this day and age, all this information is available to us, and it's fun to look at. I know myself personally, when it came to baseball season, I had a big database that I could just plug in there and figure out every scenario, because you like to see where you're going to be at, and Coach Rohde talked about that. And realistically, the Arrows are probably looking at a Pierce, Spearfish, or even back down here at Harisburg here next Friday night, just with the games on the slate. But we'll have to see how that can play out, because those 4 teams or 3 teams kind of seem to be landlocked in probably the 5, 6, 7 spots respectively. You got Jefferson ahead of Pierre by 0.8 points, which at this day and age and this point in the season is a pretty healthy gap. And then Watertown sitting at 12 is a full point behind Rapid City Central. So that's basically out the window trying to pass there. But they are right there with Huron and Brookings, separated only by 0.1 points with Huron and 0.4 points with Brookings. So that's where I kind of look at and seeing the matchups here as far as what you're going to be possibly looking at SODAC 16 time, because Pierce, Spearfish, and Harisburg seem to be interchangeable at the top, and Watertown, Huron, Brookings seem to be interchangeable there at the bottom as far as what's going accent. Brandon Valley is beating actually Huron right now 29-20, and they had a 6 o'clock tip over at Brandon High School. So if that one would hold and this one, the arrows would come up short, you're not going to see Huron pass Watertown in that time frame. So a lot to be played out, but that's what's fun about this time of year. Everybody's looking for magic and madness, even though we're not into March, but we're going to talk about February madness in the Watertown Arrows blasting, bubbling some brackets and busting them all over the place. So also, meanwhile, here across town over in Sioux Falls, just a side note for you wrestling fans out there that may not have noticed, the State A Wrestling Tournament got underway here this morning. And on the boys' side, the Arrows qualified 8 wrestlers down there. At 106 pounds, Chase Matthews lost his first match. At 120 pounds, Gage Lohr, undefeated defending state champion. He's at 42-0 on the season. He advances to tomorrow afternoon's semifinals, but by major decision in a fall. Sloan Johansson looking for his 4th straight state championship. He'll reach the semifinals as well, as he won by tech fall and major decision here this evening. Leo Straub got beat in his first match. So did Tucker Erdahl. Brock Eachriam at 190 pounds is going on to the semifinals as well, as he won by fall and a decision. So he'll be there. Ethan Wetches lost his first match, and Micah Hawk is in at 43-1, is into the semis as well. So maybe not the depth the Arrows are looking for as far as the wrestling side of things. From that perspective, from the team title, but man, they have some horses that they have running up there. When you talk Lord Johannesson and Micah Hawk, 3 guys that have combined for 1 loss on the season. So also on the girls' side, Olivia Anderson is on to the semifinals at 100 pounds. Brooklyn Randall is on to the semis at 107 pounds. Caitlin Yexley is on to this. Oh, excuse me, I just misread that. Sorry, Brooklyn Randall lost in the quarterfinals tonight, and so did Caitlin Yexley as well. She lost. April Peterson lost in her quarterfinal match. Allison Conrad on to the semifinals, and Eden Hawk on to the semifinals. So good action there on the wrestling side of things as things finish up to evening and into the weekend with the championship. So Rod, we're going to step away for about 2.5 minutes as we're going to do our active heating weather at this time as the national anthem's being played. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 9:50 a.m. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes.
All right, let's look at the weather. We'll get down to 26 tonight. We do have a chance of flurries tomorrow and much cooler with a high close to 35 and a low around 20 tomorrow night. Going to be a breezy day on Saturday night, high of 50, a low 27. Sunday's high 46. We could break a record on Monday as we'll get up to 62, but then it really cools down again with the chance of snow on Tuesday, breezy 41, and then a chance of snow on Wednesday and a high about 23, but then it gets back into the 40s again by Thursday and then going into the weekend. Right now in Watertown, we have 38 degrees. Down in Harisburg, it is 45.
No matter what's going on in your life or in the world, there's always been one place that's your own personal space. Your front row seat to the open road, your constantly changing window to the world.
Ew, gross.
Since your vehicle is your safest way to get around, here's an easy, affordable, and contactless way to keep it sparkling clean all the time.
With a Dutch Boy or First Choice Car Wash monthly membership, you can get your vehicle washed every day. Memberships as low as $20 a month are good at both locations. Dutch Boy and First Choice Car Wash, locally owned.
Now is the time to advertise on Graph Signs' huge digital billboard on Highway 20 in Watertown. Graph Signs has partnered with Sign Pro to custom build the perfect billboard ad. With over 25,000 views per day, Graph Signs' digital billboard hits your target customers. Grow your business, post a Help Wanted ad, or recognize your employees. Graph Signs' digital billboards is here to help your business grow. Call or text Nate Graff at 605-881-4263. You can find Graph Signs on Facebook and online at graphsigns.com.
You may have heard us say when you're shopping online, check things out before checkout. 1 in 4 people who reported losing money to fraud since 2021 said it started on social media. If you follow your favorite businesses on social media to get updates about upcoming events and promotions, you're not the only one. Scammers are watching too, and they may hijack legit businesses' giveaways and promotions to try to get your personal and financial information. Contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
And welcome back to Harisburg High School as we just had the national anthem being played, and if basically if you didn't know I was in the building, you do now, because as I was going to break and sent it there, the national anthem had just started. Took off the headset, looked for the flag, and lo and behold, the flag is, I am sitting literally right underneath the flag, and I'm looking around in circles for the flag, and I can't find it. Well, I look up and everybody's looking at me, so I gave a lot of people a good laugh here in the arena. So, yeah, that's how we're going. Flag's going to find you. Anyway, let's get some Graph Science Pro starting lineups. Here we go. Let's start with the Harisburg Tigers by head coach Nick Meyer, coming in tonight with an 11-7 record, 7th in PowerPoint standings. 5'7" senior number 2, Andy Wagner. 5'6" senior number 4, Jaylee Hoffner. 5'10" senior number 11, Abigail Flanagan. At 5'7", senior number 12, Lindsay Worth. And at 6 foot, junior and center, number 20, McKinley Lawrenson. Wagner, Hofer, Flanagan, Worth, and Lawrenson for coach Nick Meyer. Assistant coaches Dana Bigge, Brittany Rosenberg, Hallie Haling, and Mick Zeman. Now for your Watertown Arrows under the direction of Chad Rohde and Stacey Hendricks and Mackenzie Bilo. 7-12 record, 12th in the PowerPoint standings. Our typical starting lineup for the Arrows: 5'6", senior number 4, Addie Johnson. 5'7", senior number 14, Miranda Faulkner. 5'8", senior number 24, Jade Lund. 5'10", junior number 5, Emery Thury. And 5'10", senior number 34, Avery Munger. Johnston, Faulkner, Lund, Thury, Munger for Chad Rohde in the 7-12 Watertown Arrows. Your officials tonight assigned by the Eastern South Dakota Conference. Thomas Hageland is your referee. Luke Anders is umpire number 1, and umpire number 2 is Mr. Matt Cadwell. Mr. Hageland is stepping in the center circle. Good Irish music, back to Boston, it's something like that is being called here as Lawrenson and Munger or Thury are in the cylinder. Ball is up, and the Harisburg Tigers have controlled the tip, and we are underway here at Harisburg High School as Arrows are man-to-man defense here to start. Hoffner right side, guarded by Faulkner. Kicks it outside. Here is number 11, Flanagan, in the middle. She's going to kick it outside. Here's Hoffner for 3. Got it. Jaylee Hofner for 3. And the Tigers get the first basket of the game, and they are up 3-0 on the Watertown Arrows. Arrows in the purple uniform tonight, gold numbers. Harrisburg in their whites, maroon numbers. And here's a steal by Flanagan. She's going to go coast to coast and lays it in. So a quick 5-0 start here for the Harrisburg Tigers as the ball was stolen there, and Flanagan took it all the way. Left side, Miranda Faulkner trying to dribble into the middle lane. Can't. She's guarded by Lawrenson. Emery against Flanagan. Addie over on the right side. She's guarded by Worth. Munger, everything on the outside, perimeter action. Arrows have got 12 on the shot clock. Emery has it. She's going to try to dribble drive into the middle lane. Spin move, throws it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back in. As Emery Thury gets the Arrows on the board. 5-2 just underway here at Harisburg High School as Harrisburg has a 5-2 advantage. Arrows switched over to their zone defense with Emery running the point there. Here's Flanagan for a long 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Hofner. And the Tigers get a fresh set here. And now we're going to have a basket as the pass is inside to Lawrenson. And she's going to get the basket to go and the foul. And the foul is going to be called on Miranda Faulkner. First foul of the game, Lawrenson at the free throw line. Throws it up and good. 8-2 Tigers, 6:15 to go, opening quarter just underway here down in Harrisburg. Addie comes across the timeline, gets to Emery. Emery's got a path to the basket, and she lays it in. Emery Thury with an easy 2 points for the Arrows. She got the ball on the side, and there was no help side defense. She literally just dribbled it right into the lane and laid it in there for an easy 2 points. Wagner over in the corner to Hofer. Flanagan, top of the key, left side now. Passing back and forth, looking to do something against this Arrow zone defense as Hofer has it at the top, gets it back to Flanagan. Working against Emery, now kick back out to Wagner. Still dribble drive, under 10 on the second. This is a long three. Holy cow. Caitlin Clark range there for Jaylee Hofner as she got it to fall. She's got 6, 11-4 Tigers. Addie gets it down under the baseline. Skip pass left side to Miranda. Gets it inside to Emery, and it is stolen, taken away by Flanagan and the Tigers. Here comes Hofer, tries the right side, kicks it back out. Wagner to Hofer, inside to Lawrenson. She lost the ball, picked it back up. Here's Hofner for a long three again. No good this time, but Lawrenson gets the rebound. She's going to put it back up now and draws the foul. So Hofer's three-point shot no good, but the offensive rebound, the size advantage by McKinley Lawrenson was able to draw the foul, and this foul is going to be called on Addie Johnson this time. Lawrenson at the line. First one is right in the middle of the net. Sitting up in the north lobby area up here in the corner, and had some real good hosts. Oh, you're fine. I'm just talking. I'm giving you your shout out right now. The Harisburg parents up here helped me getting set up and offered me some food. Very kind of them. Great hospitality up here in Harisburg. And this one is a lane violation on the free throw. Is no good, so Arrows will get the basketball back. 5:02 to go here in the opening quarter. Emery inbounds the ball to Miranda. Miranda brings it up right side. Jordan Remmers into the game, gets it over to Munger down on the block. Steps out. Neely Johnson also into the game. She has it. Looks for a backdoor cut by Miranda. It's tipped and stolen by the Tigers. Sydney Merriam into the game. She has the basketball, gets it over to Hofner. Now over to Wagner. Inside to Lawrenson, and she's going to be tied up, and yep, she is going to be tied up by Miranda Faulkner. Arrows get the basketball back. Tigers with a 12-4 lead here, 4:36 to go in the opening quarter. Emery inbounds the basketball, gets it over to Miranda. She'll walk it up, no pressure in the backcourt. Neely Johnson, right side, over to Munger. Gets it over to Remmers on the perimeter. Gets it up to Emery, top of the key, working against Flanagan. She gets in the middle lane, picks up a dribble, kicks it back out. It's tipped, and the ball is still loose, and finds the hands of Munger. She puts it on the floor. That was a mistake, and now it's tied back up. So Avery had the basketball, but she decided to put it on the floor in traffic there. And it got tipped again, and then it was a jump ball called, and this time it's going to go to the Harrisburg Tigers. Luke Anderson, my good reffing buddy out on the court tonight, switches his needle in his pocket to know who the jump ball possession. That's a trick that you guys don't know. A lot of officials will have a token or a gum or a needle in your pocket, and they'll, every time a jump ball is called, switch it back and forth so we make sure we have the possession all right. Saw him do it, so I just thought I'd tell you. Here's a three-point shot in the corner by number 14, Sadie Merriman, and got it splashed right in the middle. 15-4, Harrisburg on top. Harrisburg comes out shooting from the three land tonight. Munger left side over to Remmers. Emery, Addie all along the three-point line. Looks a screen. Addie's going to let a three ball good. She got it. Addie Johnston for three. There's a good answer. 15-7, Harrisburg on top. Hofer has it way out there. Arrow still in the zone defense. That was a bounce pass into number 11, Abigail Flanagan, and that was too easy as that was a good offensive possession there by the Tigers as they got the little high-low action there from Lawrenson to Flanagan for an easy 2 points. Remmers has it. Neely Johnson way out top against Emery. Gets it to Emery, I should say. Emery does her spin move, gets into the lane. Thinks she got away with the travel. Lays it in with the left hand. Nice, strong move there by Emery Thury to get the 2 points. Got into the middle lane, and one of those few times we haven't seen this year is that travel hasn't been called on a spin move. So Arrows get away with it, we'll take it. 3-point shot there by Hofner. Long rebound to Wagner, and the Tigers get to keep the possession alive. Hofer still looking in against this zone. They're trying to get the inside out going. Can't get it inside at all, so everything's outside the perimeter. We're at 19 on the shot clock. Here's a shot over to the corner. This is a long two, and it's good as Abigail Flanagan had a foot on the line. And she's got 6, 19-9, Tigers on top here. Right side, Neely Johnson has it. Looking to get into the middle lane. Remmers is going to attempt a 3-ball, and that's short. And number 11, Flanagan, has the rebound. And here's a long outlet pass to Wagner, and she lays it in. So quick transition there by the Tigers, and they got an easy 2 points, 21-19, 1:40 to go in the opening quarter. Skip pass here. Remmers has the basketball, drives baseline, gets it up, throws up a shot, and she is fouled at the hoop, and we'll have 2 shots coming for Jordan Remmers. Foul is called on number 2, Addie Wagner, her first, team first of the game. Jordan Remmers is at the line, shooting 2. First one is no good. Malaya Crayons into the game. Jade Lund back into the game for the Arrows as Neely and Munger take a breather here. Remmers shot and missed it. Rebounded by Lawrenson. Here come the Tigers. Lawrenson has the ball, top of the key, looks it inside gets it to Leslie Youngseltzer. Setzer. She got it, turned around, nice spin move. Not a spin move, just a reverse pivot, laid it in. 23-19, 1:15 to go. Addie, top of the key to Remmers. Gets it inside to Malaya Clans in the post, turnaround hook shot is no good. Rebounded by number 14, Sadie Merriam. And here is a layup there by transition, layup there by Abigail Flanagan. And it's all of a sudden a 25-9 game here in the opening quarter. Addie has the basketball, looking to penetrate here, gets into the lane, gets some separation, and banks it in. Nice shot by Addie, good move to get some separation there. 25-11, 40 seconds to go, opening quarter. 3-point shot is off by number 14, Merriam, but it's rebounded again by the Tigers in number 3. I think that was number 3, yep. Bryn Van Brackeren. Number 14, Sadie Merriam into the lane, kicks it outside for a long 3 by Lawrenson, no good. And there's another offensive rebound, and now we're going to have the ball out of bounds. So the offensive rebounds have been a problem here tonight for the Arrows as they can't keep the Tigers off the glass in possession. So 13 on the shot clock. Tigers going to have a shot for or hold for the last shot here. Merriman left side, the lefty, gets it into the middle lane, drives down the left side, throws it off the glass and in for Sadie Merriam, and that is going to, oh my gosh, she made it! She made it! Addie launched it from just over a half court, and it went in. Whoa! There's a spark that's fun to see. You don't see that every night. So Addie just launched one from just over a half court, counted at the buzzer. We've reached the end of one with the Tigers on top of your Arrows, 27-14. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Soon, Watertown Dental Care will have a new name and a new location. For over 20 years, you can still trust them with all of your dental care needs. The doctors, Darren Bach, Clayton Conroy, and Adam Erickson, they'll still be giving you that same great service and the trust that you deserve. The new dental home is Beyond Dentistry. They'll be moving to the corner of 14th Avenue and 19th Street Northeast. Beyond Dentistry, give them a call at 605-882-0747. That's 882-0747, or visit their website at beyonddentistry.com.
Visit the all-new location of American Bank and Trust in Watertown at the corner of 1st Avenue Northeast and 19th Street. Discover their offerings of the totally free checking account and competitive loan rates tailored to meet your financial needs. They're more than just a bank. Their local community branch stands as a cornerstone of the Watertown community, and they welcome you with a genuine hometown feel. Find them at 1715 1st Avenue Northeast, Watertown. Visit American Bank and Trust at their new location today. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Harrisburg High School as we're getting ready for second quarter action. Arrows will start the quarter with the basketball as the Tigers put up 27 points and have a 27-14 lead here at the end of one quarter. Miranda and Addie outside. Miranda looking to do something with it, trying to get it to Emery. Emery better move. She gets in and out of there. Addie left side, 15 on the shot clock. Left-handed dribble into the middle lane, kicks it out to Miranda. Miranda goes try to go left-hand baseline, but she's going to get a foul called, as Luke Anderson says. 2 hands by Abigail Flanagan, her first of the night's first of the quarter here. If you're just joining us, Addie Johnston launched one from way over, just over half court and made it there to end the first quarter to give the Arrows 3 points there. Really cool sight. Emery right side dribbling against Young Setzer, and she goes all the way into the rack and no good, and it's rebounded by Addie Wagner. The size there of Young Setzer clearly deflected that shot arc for Emery, and now here is number 3, Bryn Van Brockeren, going into the middle of the lane. She found the hole in that zone, and she's going to be fouled by Avery Munger, her first. Bryn Van Brockeren is going to go to the line, where she will shoot 2 shots. First one is in for her. 28-14, just underway, second quarter. Second free throw. Up and good, got them both for Van Brockeren. 29-14 Tigers here in the second quarter. Addie Johnson has the basketball, looking to get somebody to open here. Gets a screen from Emery. Emery rolls for the basket, catches it, puts it up, and there's Young Seltzer right again. And number 2, Addie Wagner came away with the rebound. It was really good design by the Arrows, but that size of Young Setzer in there at over just 6 foot deflected that pass or that shot attempt by Emery again, and couldn't get a clean look. Merriman left side working on Addie. Left-handed dribbler, gets it back outside to Van Brockeren. Kicked it back out to Hofer, got away with the travel into the middle of the lane. Floater, no good, got her own rebound and put it in. Jaylee Hofer there for 2 points as nobody boxed out for the Arrows, and she let the floater go. Nobody was there, and she ran up, grabbed the rebound, and put it back in. 31-14, Tigers on top of your Arrows. Addie on the right, guarded by Van Brockeren, trying to get somebody open. Skip past to Miranda way over here on the right side in front of the Tigers bench. Drives into the middle lane, kicks it out. Addie for 3, high arcing shot off the iron, no good. There's Emery. Emery with with the rebound, no good. And I was sorry for the delay there because I thought we were going to get a foul call, but we had a no call, and the ball went up, and Arrows were able to recover it. And then the Tigers were able to take it away there. So nothing there for the Arrows. And the Tigers have the basketball under their own basket. 5:51 to go, opening quarter, or opening half, I should say. Here's Young Seltzer, left-handed hook shot, no good. Miranda's going to grab the rebound. Arrows looking to sustain some momentum here offensively. Addie's got 8. Emery's got 6. Other than that, that's all 14 of our points. Jade against Lawrenson, top of the key. Miranda, pump fake, steps back 3 for the lefty. In and out, no good. Avery is right there. Is he going to stay with the Arrows? It is. So Miranda had a good move there. Nice look at it. Did a little step back 3-point shot. Rattled in and out. And Avery was right there with the position, but it was deflected by Young Seltzer out of bounds. Arrows get the basketball and new shot clock. Emery inbounds the ball to Munger. Right side to Jade. Skip pass over to Addie. Left side. And she steps out of bounds, says the official. (31-14), 5:15 to go here, second quarter. Sadie Merriam, the lefty, Looking for a screen. Arrows back in a little zone. Now she lobs it up into, what are we going to have here? So she threw the ball up into traffic. It was tipped, looking for Lawrenson. And instead, we're going to have a foul called on number 5, Emery Thury, for a holding down on the block as she was kind of one arm kind of on the back side of her, holding her down and trying to get her hand on it. Inbound pass here is Merriman for 3, good. Sadie Merriam for 3. 34-14, Tigers on top here. Addie has the basketball, looking on the right side to Jade. Bounce pass into Emery. She gets into position. Right-handed hook shot is good for Emery Thury. Emery's got 8, 34-16, and now here's going to be a turnover by the Tigers as the pass over to Wagner was off her fingertips and out of bounds. Turnover Tigers. Arrows get the basketball back. 4:37 to go here before halftime. Addie going to walk the ball up across the timeline, guarded by Flanagan. Lost the dribble, stumbled, got it back to Jade. Here's Emery. She's going to launch a 3. Off the back, no good. Miranda gets their own rebound. Or not her own rebound. She gets the rebound. Addie puts up a shot. No good. Guarded by Lawrenson. Here come the Tigers here. And here's Lawrenson in the paint for 2. So quick little transition there for the Tigers as they got the ball into the post to Lawrenson. She laid it in, 36-16. Miranda, top of the key, working against Hofer. Emery has it. Free throw line extended, gets over left side to Jade for 3. Jade Lund for 3. She buries her first shot attempt. 3-point shot for Jade Lund, 36-19, 3:36 to go, second quarter. Merriman looking at it, throws it over to Hofer in the corners, gets it back over to Merriman. Left side over to Wagner. Hofer dribbles, picks it up. Here's Flanagan in the middle. And she has the ball stripped and taken away by Addie Johnson. Here come the Arrows. Addie's outlet pass to Emery into the middle lane. She's going to get the foul, and 2 shots here coming up for Emery Thury. Transition, a good outlet pass there by the Arrows as they were able to get Emery behind the defense and able to get her in a position to take it to the hole, get the foul, and Emery's first free throw is off the back iron, no good. Neely Johnson and Kinsey Russell into the game for the Arrows. Emery Thury's at the foul line, shooting one more. Long, no good, rebounded by Merriman. Right side Hofer, left side into Flanagan. Kick long outlet pass, skip pass. Here's Hofer dribbling on the right side, gets to Merriam. Looking to get it inside, gets it inside to Flanagan, working against Munger. Turnaround shot, hook shot by Flanagan is no good, and we are going to have a rebounding foul called on McKinley Lawrenson. 36-19, 2:46 to go before half. Addie walking the ball up across the half court. Russell has it over in the corner. She's going to drive to the middle of the key, looking to get rid of it. She's got to get rid of it. Gets it, finds Neely Johnson. Neely finds Avery. Got to get the ball inside. There's a pass into Emery. She's got it on the low block, skips it back out. Addie for 3. Long, no good. Munger had the rebound for a second, but she stepped out of bounds. Addie had a really good look there. Good offense by the Arrows to get the open shot. Just a little bit long on that. She's used to shooting the half quarters. That's why that was a little long. 2:15 to go, 36-19. Tigers on top. Hofer has it over to Flanagan in the corner. Get it inside to Lawrenson. Maya Johnson has the basketball now into Merriam. Left side, here's Hofer for a long 3. She got it again. Holy cow, she's got some range and she can shoot. Jaylee Hofer now has 11 points on the night, 3 3-pointers. Here's Emery in the middle lane. She forces one up there off the iron, no good, and she's going to get her own rebound. Gets it to Munger, and Munger is able to score the basket. So nice effort there by the Arrows to be able to keep that alive and get the basket in there and still score, not giving up. Here's good. Lawrenson gets the ball into the post now, and now she misses a shot, and she's going to get called for an offensive foul there. I think Neely Johnson had that basketball wrapped up on the rebound there, and Lawrenson was still fighting for it and got called for the foul. 39-21, 1:19 to go, second quarter. Harrisburg on top of your Arrows. Addie gets it over to the right side in Jade. Jade curls around, gets it over to Munger. To Miranda. Miranda's going to circle the middle of the floor. She's going to run, throw up a hook shot. No good, or a runner more or less, and it's rebounded by Hofer. Hofer over to Merriam. We're under 1 minute. Now Addie gets a hand on it. Still loose ball. Merriam recovers, kicks it over to Flanagan for three, and it's good. Well, the three is going to go in here in bunches for the Tigers, and now here's a steal by Hofer. She's running the floor, kicks it back out, and they're going to try to hold. Game clock and shot clock are within a second and a half. Expect this to be the last possession. Here's Merriman. She's going to get in the middle lane. There's Flanagan, same spot, same result. So Flanagan got another one, and all of a sudden it's 45-21. Emery has it. Munger, we're under 10 seconds here. Miranda has it on the low block, hits it to a cutting Emery, and it's knocked out of bounds. And the Arrows are going to have time for one more shot as we have 4.2 seconds to go in the first half. Addie gets it into Jade, fumbles it, tries to get it into Munger. Shot blocked. That's the half. So after one half is complete, your Watertown Arrows are going to trail the Harrisburg Tigers by a score of 45-21. Well, when the ball goes in, it goes in for Harrisburg as they are shooting really well tonight. We'll talk about that here in a little bit on our halftime show. We'll step away for 3 minutes, and we'll be back with your halftime show here from Harisburg High School as your Harrisburg Tigers lead your Watertown Arrows by a score of 45-21. You're listening to Arrow Girls Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. Back in 3 minutes.
At Sharp Automotive in Watertown, lease a new 2024 Chevrolet Silverado Crew Cab for $559 per month. Payment includes $5,000 down or trade equity. Financing starts at 1.9% for 36 months in lieu of the rebates. Discounts up to $8,500 on select models of Chevrolet Silverado Crew Cabs. See dealer for details. Stop in today or shop online at Sharp Automotive in Watertown. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
It's a great day to love some treats from your Watertown Grill and Chill. Order one of the $7 meals. Choose chicken strips or cheeseburger. It comes with fries, drink, and small sundae. Chill out with a Blizzard of the Month, Red Velvet, or maybe the new Under the Rainbow Shake. And be sure to order your Cupid cakes for your sweetheart. Dairy Queen of Watertown on Highway 212, where happy tastes good.
Have you heard of Stony Brook Suites? Have you considered assisted living? This is Casey from Stony Brook. I would love to answer any questions that you have about caring for an elderly loved one, whether it be about long-term care insurance, tax benefits, an exercise program, proper diets, and medication management. We have the professionals on staff to answer all of your questions. So stop by Stony Brook Suites, 500 16th Avenue Northeast, or give us a call at 882-0013.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
The wish you could smell this ad deal. Because if you could, you'd be smelling McDonald's fries right now. And they smell like McDonald's fries.
Order
ahead in the app and try one of our $3.50 bundles, like a McDouble McChicken or 6-piece Chicken McNuggets, each paired with small fries, and add in any size Dr. Pepper for just $1.39. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Well, soon Watertown Dental Care will have a new name and a new location. For over 20 years, you can still trust them for all of your dental care needs. The doctors Darren Bach, Clayton Conroy, and Adam Erickson, they'll still be giving you that same great service and the trust that you deserve. The new dental home is Beyond Dentistry, and they'll be moving to the corner of 14th Avenue, 19th Street Northeast. Beyond Dentistry, give them a call at 605-882-0747. That's 882-0747, or visit their website at beyonddentistry.com.
And welcome back live here to Harisburg High School as we have reached halftime here as the Harisburg Tigers are on top of your Watertown Arrows by a score of 45-21. Halftime show brought to you by Watertown Dental Care. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at your halftime stats brought to you by Hy-Vee. We'll first start with the Harisburg Tigers as they have been on fire here this evening as they're off to 45 points in the first half, and you heard in the pregame show that's where Coach Rohde and the Arrows have really taken a lot of pride, and they've held their opponents into the 30s, 20s, but now we have 45 points by the Tigers already here at halftime. So it's going to go Addie Wagner is 1 of 1 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 points. Bryn Van Bracken, 2 of 2 free throws, 2 points. Jaylee Hofer is going to go 4 of 7 shooting, 3 rebounds, 11 points. Abigail Flanagan, 6 of 8 shooting, rebound, 14 points. Sadie Merriam, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 rebounds. Look at this. I told you my friends down here in Harisburg took care of me and brought me some, what do we got, pizza sliders, cheeseburger slider, and buffalo chicken slider, and some fruit and a cookie and apples. Holy cow, and a bag of chips, absolutely. So look at it, I got fed on, what do I, let's just go with the original. You got fed here, and wow, great setup here. Oh, you're fine. We're just live on the air. She didn't know that. Now she's embarrassed. But anyway, that was fun. That's a great little meal here I got for the road for later on. So thank you to Harisburg. Anyway, so Sadie Merriam, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 rebounds, 8 points. Michaela Larson is 2 of 3 shooting, or 2 of 4 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 free throw line, 6 points. And Leslie Young-Setzer, 1 of 2 shooting, a rebound, and 2 points. Tigers have 15 rebounds on the night. They're 4 of 4 at the free throw line. They are 17 of 26 from the field for 65.38%. And they are just as good from behind the arc as they are 7 of 12 from behind the arc, good for 58.33%. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look at your Watertown Arrows as Addie Johnston is going to lead the way here. She is 3 of 6 shooting for 8 points, including the shot of the night just over half court there at the end of the first quarter. Emery Thury is 4 of 10 shooting, 2 rebounds, 8 points. Jordan Remmers, 0 of 1, 0 of 2 at the free throw line. Miranda Faulkner, 0 of 2 shooting. Jade Lund, 1 of 1 from 3 points. Avery Munger, 1 of 3 for 2 points for her, and Malaya Clams, 0 for 1. Arrows have 5 rebounds by my numbers. They are 0 of 4 at the free throw line and 9 of 24 shooting for the basketball game, good for 37.5%. Arrows are 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Good for 37.5% as well. So not the best shooting night offensively. Normally 37-40% is going to be good, but when you give up 45, that's the opposite of that. So those are your first half stats brought to you by Hy-Vee. You can hear the noise in the background, the Harrisburg drum line, a little extra halftime entertainment here to go along with senior night. So they got the drum line beating away. The clock is stopped at 3 minutes here, Rod. So let's go ahead and we'll take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back, and hopefully we'll be close to second half action. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM, KWAT.
Let the team at Bruggeman Insurance in Watertown help you with your game plan. For over 50 years, the team at Bruggeman Insurance has been helping people make good, sound decisions when choosing health and life insurance, Medicare supplement and long-term care insurance, and executing a sound financial game plan. So call Vince or Carla or Bridget Rammel at Bruggeman Insurance today, 886-9040.
Perfect Ranger boat for fishing, family fun, and cruising the lake in style. See the 2024 Ranger boats powered by Mercury Outboards and meet Randy Sherman, the new owner at Dano's Marine, West Highway 212 in Watertown.
Do you think choosing new flooring is overwhelming? There's no need to stress. You can see how it will look ahead of time with the Room Visualizer at hometownbuildingcenter.com. Just upload your photo on our website and start experimenting. Then come into our showroom and we will help guide you to the right options for you and your home. We have financing available to qualified applicants, and we can even help with installation. Hometown Building Center, South Highway 20 in Watertown.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan requires more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guide you every step of the way to help you make sure the future you imagine becomes the future you achieve. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses, including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, have evening hours, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
Make sure you stop into your Watertown Perkins. They're famous for breakfast, but you'll also love their lunches and dinners. Conveniently located at the corner of Highways 81 and 212. At Perkins, you'll find quality fresh food, freshly baked pies and muffins. And it's all in a clean, relaxing, and friendly atmosphere. So come on in and bring your appetite. Your Watertown Perkins. We'll do the rest.
And welcome back live to Harrisburg High School as we're getting ready to start the second half here momentarily, as we have about a minute left here on the clock. And your Harrisburg Tigers are, or not your Harrisburg Tigers, the Harrisburg Tigers leading our Watertown Arrows by a score of 45-21. So it's been a run, a game of just for the most part, Harrisburg just shooting the lights out has been the big key. They're at 66, almost 66% for the first half from the field. And 7 of 12 from three-point line. So that is a big difference in the game. But the Arrows have been a little sloppy with the basketball at times, but also the size of Harrisburg has given the Arrows a little fits, as by my numbers, Harrisburg holds a 15-5 rebounding advantage here, which is a big number, especially they're turning those rebounds into points. So Arrows haven't been able to get much going there offensively to get that in sync. So hopefully we can have, just battle here. As you know, Coach Rory's going to say, don't worry about the scoreboard. Let's start over. Let's get after this here in a brand new second half. This game's 0-0. Let's win the second half. And you never know what happens, but let's just leave it at that. We'll go from here. Harrisburg's going to start the second half with the basketball. Got some buffalo chicken there. I mean, that was a little spicy. Lawrenson to inbound the basketball, looking, gets it into Flanagan, and we are underway here, third quarter. Flanagan dribbles it off, hands it off to the side to Worth. Flanagan dribbles left hand to the baseline, lays it up off the glass, and good. Abigail Flanagan with a quick little move, and she got to the rack and laid it in there with the left hand, extending the lead to 47-21. Here's Miranda with a long three. In and out, no good. And that is rebounded by Lawrenson. Hofer has it, left side over to Wagner, excuse me. Wagner, arrows are still in this zone here. Here's Worth into Wagner, out to Lawrenson. Worth, Hofer, Flanagan. Under 10 on the shot clock. Hofer again, dribbles left side, kicks it over side to Wagner for a three in the corner and got it. What do you know? Let it just continue. Let it just continue. That's a three-point shot by Addie Wagner, 50-21. Now keep in mind, if Harrisburg gets another 2 points and this becomes over a 30-point game, the clock will run. And here's a three by Addie, and no good, rebounded by Wagner. So Addie's three is off the mark, no good. Here's a three in the corner. No good there by number 12, Worth, rebounded by Addie. Outlet pass to Miranda, and she lays it in off the glass there by Miranda Faulkner. So good outlet pass by Addie to get the rebound and keep the clock from running this whole second half. Worth in the corner, get it to Hofer. Flanagan back outside to Hofer. Gonna dribble it around, pass it around the outside. Looking. Lawrenson bounce pass into Flanagan, and I'm not sure what they call that in basketball, but had one person kind of in the corner and defeated the zone there, and it was an easy lay-in there for Abigail Flanagan. Nice pass by Lawrenson, by the way, to hit her there. Here's Emery, works in the middle lane, turn around, throws the right-hand shot up, and no good. Rebound by Hofer. One and out again for the Arrows. Arrows haven't got much second chance opportunities here. Hofer, Worth over here working against the zone in Miranda. Wagner has it top of the key. Here's a long three. Oh my gosh. Jaylee Hofer. Seriously, folks, that is Caitlin Clark range she is displaying here tonight. It is unbelievable. And the funny thing is that it's not like there's a hand in the face. That's just a long three-point shot. Everybody knows who Caitlin Clark is these days. Phenomenon guard at Iowa. Just set the record points by NCAA women's here just over a week ago. Never heard of her, right? Yeah, never heard of her, right. But actually I saw in my elementary school, a girl had a Caitlin Clark T-shirt jersey up here in Watertown. Look at that phenomenon she is. Anyway, we have reached 32 points as lead, so the clock is going to continue to run as Addie lays it in. There for a layup as she gets down into the middle of that zone defense and puts up a little floater good. 55-25, so we will have running clock here except for free throws and timeouts the rest of this game unless the Arrows get it within 20. Right side is Merriam working against Miranda. She goes baseline, bounce pass all the way around the end. Three-point shot is off the arc by Worth, and Jade Lund grabs the rebound. Up ahead to Miranda, dishes it down, tried to get it to Avery, and it is stolen. Pass was a little high there. Here comes Merriman, and she's going to get right past Miranda, kicks it back outside, or not kicks it out, just dribbles out. Gets it back over to the top of the key, inbounds, or pass into the inside to Lawrenson as Munger tried to reach through it, knock it away, didn't. And she was able to corral the basketball, do a little reverse pivot, and lay it in for a 57-25 lead for the Tigers. Just over 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here, third quarter. Emery in the middle lane. She does her spin move. No good. Rebound by Merriam. And a pass over to Lawrenson, and that is good. So just got going to be the Arrows' night here tonight, as this has been all Tigers basically from the opening tip up to a 34-point lead, 59-25. Munger to Miranda, left side. Emery, Addy has it over on the corner. Tries to get it into Emery. The ball was deflected, but deflected right back to her. Miranda kicks it out to Jade. Addy, we're under 10 on the shot clock. Jade's going to let one go from 3 and got it. Jade Lund for 3. And it's good. And Chad Rohde's going to call a timeout here. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 9:50 a.m. KWAT, Arrows girls basketball. Back in 30 seconds. Back here at Harisburg.
I miss it.
Well, it's time to go to Grandma's house.
Grandpa, you're silly. This is Grandma's house.
I know that. I mean Grandma's house, toys, candy, and more store in Watertown.
Grandma's house where they have fun summer toys, clothes, stuffies, and is full of candy?
Yes, that Grandma's house.
Grandma's house, toys, candy, and more, where it's just like Grandma's house.
Yeah, only better.
Open 7 days a week next to Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits, and follow them on Facebook.
Back here at Harrisburg High School, as Harrisburg has the inbounds pass fresh off the Arrow timeout. Van Brockern has the basketball to Merriam. Arrows in their zone defense here. Van Brockern picks it up. Merriam on left side over to Wagner. Holds the ball. Merriam. Worth. Area pass out long. 3 here by Merriam. Oh my gosh, they missed one. And Andy Olson grabs the basketball and gets the rebound for the Arrows. Addy has it right corner. Here's Andy Olson for 3. Hits the front iron and no good. Young Seltzer grabs the rebound. She's off and running. Or the Tigers are off and running, I should say. Merriam left side gets past Addison Grimsrud. Madison, I should say. I think I said Addison. Sorry. I should know better. Harrisburg passing around the outside. Here's Merriam, and she's going to go on try to go around Grimsrud, and Grimsrud's going to get called for 2 hands. So foul on Madison Grimsrud, her first, team's first of the quarter. Like I said, folks, that clock is still going to continue to roll here throughout the rest of the game unless the Arrows get it within 20 points. Young Seltzer has the basketball here. Is going to be Merriam for 3. Left side iron, no good. Ran down by Van Brockton. Inside, now it's stolen by Neely Johnson and the Arrows. Addy brings the ball up across the timeline. Left side over to Emery. Emery loses control, picks it back up under control a little bit. Gets in the middle lane, kicks it out to Neely Johnson. Neely fires a 3 and good. Neely Johnson for 3. That was a really good release there by Neely. Catch and shoot. Had her hand right in her face, too. And she threw it right up in there. Kind of a line drive, but it went in for her first 3 points of the night. Tigers on top, 59-31. Under 45 seconds here in the third quarter. Van Brockren over to Wagner. And, this pass is now deflected, and that's number 30. It's Jada Mason that was in the game. Here's a 3-pointer by Wagner, and no good. Rebounded by Grimsrud, but stolen by Merriam, and she puts it in there for the Tigers. Shoot. Emery, right side, looking at last 10 seconds of the game. Or not of the game, of the third quarter here. Andy Olson has the ball, 3-2. Emery's going to throw up a 3-pointer. It's no good, and we have reached end of 3 quarters here in Harrisburg, with the Harrisburg Tigers leading by a score of 61-31. We'll step away for 1 minute. You're listening to Arrow Girls Basketball, 9:50 a.m. KWAT. We'll be back with your fourth quarter, back in 60 seconds.
Are you a competitive parent?
If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. One night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows!
Welcome back to Harisburg High School. Here's Avery Munger with the three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Abigail Flanagan. 61-31. Tigers on top of your Arrows, and it's been that way from the opening tip. Here's a three-point shot from Hofer. Oh my gosh, she missed again. Inside, Lawrenson grabs the rebound, and here's another three-pointer, no good, and Emery grabs this rebound. Emery's going to go, and now we're going to have a blocking foul called there on the Tigers. So Arrows dodge a couple of bullets there as they were able to get the offensive rebounds and keep them off the glass there. And Emery was going to go to the line, but now they said no, it was not going to be that way. So on the foul, Emery has the basketball, working into the post. Here's Miranda. She's going to throw up a three and good. Miranda Faulkner gets a three to go. 61-34, 7 minutes to go in the game. Lawrenson has the ball on the clock. Block kicks it back outside to Wagner. Wagner over to Flanagan. Wagner for three, hits the side of the bank board. What do you know, right to Lawrenson, and she puts it in. Kind of a lucky bounce there, if you have to ask me, because that one was no good. Hit the side of the bank board and fell right into the hand of Lawrenson. Addie, left side. She's going to throw a three up, and off the front iron, no good. Run down by Merriam and the Tigers. Flanagan has it in the post and gets by Avery Munger and puts it in there for easy 2 points by Abigail Flanagan. She's got 20 on the night, 6 minutes to go, 65-34, Tigers in cruise control mode. Jade Lund has it over to Emery. Addie works baseline, kicks it out. Avery's wide open. Nope, didn't do it. Jade has the basketball now and fights off a little contact. Not a lot of fouls going to be called at this point in the game unless you have blood. Here's Jade for three, no good, and rebounded by Flanagan. Tigers push the basketball up ahead. Here is Hofer for three, no good, and Addie had it, batted away, gets it to Emery, to Miranda, and good. So Miranda Faulkner gets the basketball to go in, as that was quite the turn of events, or not turn of events, just balls being batted around, and the Arrows were able to get 2 points there. 65-36, 5 minutes to go in the game. Arrows still playing their zone. There's the little triangle. Flanagan has it, tipped away by Miranda, and tipped away again by Jade Lund. The basketball is going to stay with the Harrisburg Tigers. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Clock still running. We're under 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Let's see. Emma Hendricks is in the game for the Arrows. Flanagan to inbound the ball, does so to Merriam. Countdown's on Flanagan. Merriam trying to get into the middle of the lane, does so, shots up, no good, and it's into the hands of Andy Wagner, but the shot clock violation is going to go off there. So no shot there. Arrows get the turnover and the basketball. 65-36, 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Tigers on top of your Watertown Arrows. Flanagan gets into Miranda and steals it. Now here is Flanagan working against Miranda. Over to Hofer in the corner. Hofer bounce pass into Worth. Kick it back outside to Flanagan, to Merriam. Skip pass over to Hofer. Just pass it around the outside. They're in no hurry here, obviously, with the score and time here situation. Hofer. Flanagan, left side, dribbles into the middle lane. Right-handed hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Avery Munger. And here go the Arrows. Here's Jade Lund's 3-ball, and that's good. Jade Lund gets it to fall. She's 3 of 4 from 3. She has 9 points, 65-39. Timeout, Harrisburg. And this is just going to be a substitution timeout, so I think we're just going to keep it here as Harrisburg's going to empty the bench, put in 5 new players, and Arrows also make a couple of substitutions. Emma Hendricks is in there. Molly Hendricks, Neely Johnson, Abby Hyvert, and Addie Johnson are still in for the Arrows. A bunch of new ones for the Tigers. We'll get to their names as they touch the ball. Matter of impact here. Macy Bryant gets it into Jada Mason. Over to, I'm not sure who. Either ball or the ball's on the floor. Number 3 shot it. That was Van Brocken. Ball's on the floor. Neely Johnson and a Tiger were tied up. Arrows are going to get the basketball back, so we'll give Neely a rebound. Why don't we? Under 3 minutes to go, 65-39. Tigers on top. Hendricks. And who's, we got a new number 33. I don't have in my program. That's the Stevenson girl. I don't know her name. I apologize for that. Must be just starting to dress here of late. So anyway, here's a jump ball now. The ball was on the floor. And it's going to be Tigers basketball this time. Tigers have the basketball, and it's Sierra Stevens. Sierra. I can't say that. I apologize. But anyways, here is the Tigers with the basketball. Here a long 3-ball, and it's good by number 12, Lindsay Worth. She gets her first 3 points of the night. Hyvert over to Neely Johnson. Looking for Stevenson as she cut, and it's turned over, and here comes Macy Bryant and the Tigers. 90 seconds to go in the game. Van Brockgren to Lawrenson, and good. No, excuse me, Jada Mason. Jada Mason got that one to go. Substitution timeout as Leslie Young-Seltzer. Must have lost it for a second there, but I think we're back here as we have a minute to go. Neely Johnson throws one up at the rim, no good. Rebounded by Brockman. Under a minute to go here. And the Tigers are on top by a score of 70-30. There is Young-Seltzer, and she's going to be fouled. Clock should still be running at this point for at least a few more seconds, but they stopped it a little too early. Young-Seltzer got 2 attempts at it, got her rebound. She's going to go to the line. Foul was on Stevenson, her first. First free throw is on the way for Young-Seltzer, and no good. (70-39), 53 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Young-Seltzer gets the second one to go. 71-39, 50 seconds in the game. Hendricks to Hendricks. Tipped away, back over to Hendricks. Don't ask me which one, I'll forget. I think this is Molly. Stevenson has the basketball, gets in the middle lane, throws it up off the glass, no good. And it's going to be corralled by who? The Tigers have the basketball, shot clock off. They can hold for it if they get it. And now we're going to have Stevenson just took the ball right out of her hand and laid it in there for Stevenson. So 71-41 is going to be our final down here in Harrisburg this evening, as the Tigers are going to hold for the last shot. Or not the last shot. They're just going to hold the ball and let the clock run out. And like I said, this was all Harrisburg from the opening tip. So the Arrows' 4-game win streak has come to an end, and they will finish the regular season with a 7-13 record. Final score from Harrisburg: 71 Harrisburg, 41 Arrows. We will take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back with your American Bank and Trust post-game show. We'll hopefully hear from Coach Chad Rohde, if he'll make his way, if he can find me up here in the corner, which I think he knows where I'm at. So we'll talk to him. We'll get your final statistics, and that should be it. So we'll step away for 3 minutes. You've listened to Arrow Girls Basketball, 9:50 a.m., KWAT. Back in 3 minutes.
No matter what's going on in your life or in the world, there's always been one place that's your own personal space. Your front row seat to the open road, your constantly changing window to the world.
Ew, gross.
Since your vehicle is your safest way to get around, here's an easy, affordable, and contactless way to keep it sparkling clean all the time.
With a Dutch Boy or First Choice Car Wash monthly membership, you can get your vehicle washed every day. Memberships as low as $20 a month are good at both locations. Dutch Boy and First Choice Car Wash, locally owned.
Great buys this week at Hy-Vee in Watertown. Hy-Vee pasta, 88 cents. Basket and bushel mandarins, 3-pound bag, $3.88. Coke 12-pack cans or 8-pack bottles, buy 2, get 2 free. Farmland bacon, $3.98. Whole Hormel boneless pork loin, $1.88 a pound.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Midwest Medical believes that independence starts at home. This is Paul, and we are your local C-Act provider, which means we can offer accessibility solutions by modifying your home to meet your needs. We can increase the use, safety, and comfort of your home, all while increasing your independence. Midwest Medical offers assistive equipment like stair lifts, barrier-free showers, walk-in tubs, ramps, overhead lifts, and more. Call us at 882-4210 and let us help you stay in your home longer.
Midwest Medical, the name to know in home care.
You may have heard us say when you're shopping online, check things out before checkout. 1 in 4 people who reported losing money to fraud since 2021 said it started on social media. If you follow your favorite businesses on social media to get updates about upcoming events and promotions, you're not the only one. Scammers are watching too, and they may hijack legit businesses' giveaways and promotions to try to get your personal and financial information. Contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Have you heard of Stony Brook Suites? Have you considered assisted living? This is Casey from Stony Brook. I would love to answer any questions that you have about caring for an elderly loved one, whether it be about long-term care insurance, tax benefits, an exercise program, proper diets, and medication management. We have the professionals on staff to answer all of your questions. So stop by Stony Brook Suites, 500 16th Avenue Northeast, or give us a call at 882-0013.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
Stand out from your competition with a unique shopping experience. American Bank and Trust helps you run a business that people love with a device that can keep up with the demands of your retail operations and gives you the flexibility to adapt to change and grow your business. Contact the Treasury Services team at American Bank and Trust today and get up to $1,000 towards merchant services equipment. American Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And welcome back here to Harisburg High School. Oh, excuse me there, folks. Had a little bit of a sneeze there after eating that little slider that they gave me, or those parents from Harisburg fed me up here tonight. So that was very nice of them. But anyway, your Watertown Arrows fall to the Harisburg Harisburg Tigers tonight by a score of 71-41. And head coach Chad Rohde has just walked in. He found me way up over here. I wasn't sure if you're going to see me over here, or how. Well, of course, everybody saw me at the national anthem with the flag up there. Look at it. It's right above us. So Well, Chad, I guess obviously not the way we wanted to come out here tonight, and after a 4-game win streak. Overall thoughts, in the takeaways, what you have of this going into next week, but also a credit to Harisburg and shooting the lights out.
I don't know what you do defensively. We mix it up, played 3 or 4 different types of defense, tried some pressure, and in Harrisburg, they haven't played a game for a while, and they've had some time off. They've scouted us pretty well. We've had one night to prepare. Not saying it would have changed anything, but when you shoot that well, what was their percentage?
I got them 56% for the game and 42% from three-point land.
Yeah.
So, and it was 63 at the end of the first half and 58 from 3 at the fast. So it went downhill. I mean, they dropped, but they were awful in the second half.
Harrisburg's a good team, and like I said, they've got somebody at every position, and then when they get tired, they can bring someone else at the position. And I'm proud of the girls we battled. Learned a lot tonight, and I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and the way it played out last week with Aberdeen losing drops Harrisburg, and it's probably a team that we will not face in the SODAC. So because Harrisburg seems to shoot the lights out at their home court. So
yeah, I mean it's hard to defend Caitlin Clark out there. Because Hofer, I mean, that range she displayed out there, like you said, and I mentioned it many times on the air here, is like, what do you do? Like, you have a hand in the face, and it's just like the old baseballs, tip your hat to them and say, nice job, and go away. So
yeah, like I said, Harrisburg's a good team. They're well coached. I mean, the coaching staff themselves have been together for 10 years, and when you shoot that well and things go in their favor, I mean, that's how it goes. I mean, our girls battled. One thing's for sure, Harrisburg switches every screen, and that's something that we haven't seen too much of this year, and kind of lost our confidence a little bit because we didn't know what to do. We played a better second half, but it's just the way it goes.
Yeah, and in coaching, you're going to have games like this where you just kind of shrug your shoulders. There's not much, like you said, 1 day of preparation versus a week from them. What it made a difference, and it's not an excuse. It's just reality of the sport. You're going to catch teams on different nights and stuff like that. They've had it, and we've played a lot of basketball here of lately. So, looking ahead, you got over a week here as we prepare for the unknown yet, what, who, where, whatever. Like, how do you guys go about here this next week of, besides getting rest and recovery, what's kind of your itinerary here and thought process, how you take away from tonight and build for next Friday?
And that's, we'll give them tomorrow off. They have a much needed, deserved day off tomorrow. And they'll take the day off, go to our boys games, and support the boys. And we won't learn who we play until probably Saturday night, maybe even Sunday type of deal. But, we'll come at it next week. We'll get after it. We'll put a group of about 8-9 girls together and kind of run a scout team, and we'll have them do the best they can to run the other team's schemes and offense, defense, whatever. So, it's the only thing we can do. But bottom line is, it doesn't matter who we face. We know it's going to be a good opponent, and we got to play well. And we got to do the little things right, box out, rebound, defend. And we'll be ready to go. We'll give it our best.
And this performance doesn't define who these girls are by any means. It's just one of those things. You go on with it, and let's go back at it and get that team that we just had here the last couple of weeks and get a win next Friday night. So thanks for joining us, Chad.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Talk
Ryan.
to you next week. That's the head coach of your Watertown Arrows, Mr. Chad Rohde. We'll step away for 60 seconds, and we'll be back with your final statistics and game summary. You're listening to Arrow Basketball, 950 AM, KWAT.
Are your windows dressed to impress? At Hometown Building Center, we can help you with all kinds of window coverings. We have a large selection of blinds that will control the light along with its damaging UV rays, increase energy efficiency by keeping the heat in or out, and give you all the privacy you need. We can also complement your blinds with custom drapery treatments that will add softness, color, and texture to your space. Hometown Building Center, bringing style and function to your windows. Call for an appointment today, 886-4700. Hometown Building Center, South Highway 20 in Watertown.
The wish you could smell this ad deal. Because if you could, you'd be smelling McDonald's fries right now. And they smell like McDonald's fries.
Order ahead in the app and try one of our $3.50 bundles, like a McDouble, McChicken, or 6-piece Chicken McNuggets, each paired with small fries, and add in any size Dr. Pepper for just $1.39. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And welcome back here live to Harisburg High School as your Arrows get defeated. I don't think that's the right word. They lose to the Harisburg Tigers tonight by a score of 71-41. That's a much better way to say that, Ryan. Let's go ahead before Coach Roddy. We're just getting ready for your American Bank and Trust final statistics of the season of the night here. We'll start with the Harisburg Tigers. 1 of 1, Addie Wagner, 2 of 4 shooting, 6 rebounds, 5 points. Bryn Van Brackeren, 0 of 2 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 free throw line, 2 points. Jaylee Hofer, a.k.a. Caitlin Clark, 5 of 10 shooting, 4 rebounds, 14 points. Abigail Flanagan, 9 of 12 shooting, 3 rebounds, 20 points. Lindsay Worth, 1 of 3 shooting, 3 points. Sadie Merriam, 4 of 8, 4 rebounds, 10 points. McKinley Lawrenson, 5 of 7 shooting, 6 rebounds, 2 of 2 of the free throw line, and 12 points. Jada Mason finishes 1 of 1, 2 points, and Leslie Young-Setzer, 1 of 3, 3 rebounds, 1 of 2 at the free throw line, 3 points. 29 rebounds for the Harisburg Tigers here tonight. 28 of 50 shooting in the basketball game for 56%, 10 of 14 from three-point land, 41.67%, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line, good for 83%. Now for your Watertown Arrows. Addie Johnston, 4 of 9 shooting, 1 rebound, 10 points. Emery Thury, 5 of 11, 3 rebounds, 8 points. Jordan Remmers, 0 of 1. Miranda Faulkner, 3 of 6, 2 rebounds, 7 points. Neely Johnson, 1 of 2, 2 rebounds, 3 points. Jade Lund, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 rebound, 9 points. Andy Olson, 0 of 1, 1 rebound. Avery Munger, 1 of 4, 1 rebound, 2 points. And Madison Grimsrud, 1 rebound. Malaya Clans, 0 of 1. And Soretta Stevenson, 2 points there for her tonight. Arrows finished with 12 rebounds, 17 of 42 shooting, for good for 40.48%, 7 of 18 from the three-point land, good for 38.89%, and they were 0 of 4 from the free throw line. So after one quarter, it was 27-14. 45-21 at half and 61-31, and we had the running clock the whole basically second half and wrote to a Harisburg 71-41 victory here tonight down in Harisburg High School. As you heard me and Coach Roddy talk about, we won't know the Arrows' next opponent or where they will be playing. We'll have to wait for the regular season to finish on Saturday before that's finalized. They will have a week off. All we know is that game will be played next Friday, and you'll listen to that right here on 9:50 a.m. KWAT. Next broadcast will be tomorrow night as the Harisburg boys will visit our boys up in Watertown as the home-and-home matchup here continues here on this regular season finale weekend. Pre-game show at 6:35. I'll have the call on that live from the Civic Arena as the Harisburg boys visit your Watertown Arrows. Rod, thanks as much as always for your help back in the studio getting us up and running here this evening. And we will look forward to talking to everybody tomorrow night. Arrow boys basketball at 6:35 pre-game show. And good night from Harisburg High School as Harisburg beats your Watertown Arrows 71-41. Good night, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.
Arrow Sports here on Watertown Radio, being brought to you by Hy-Vee, Culligan, Midwest Medical, Active Heat.